Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the DNA Whiskey Review. What do we have on deck for us today, AJ?
Today we have Basil Hayden Dark Rye. Introduced in October of 2017, Dark Rye was introduced as the first ever permanent extension to the Basil Hayden portfolio. This special spirit is a blend of Kentucky straight rye whiskey, Canadian rye whiskey, and California port style wine. This is not finished in a port barrel, but blended with California port style wine. This blending has gained mixed reviews from all sorts of critics, and obviously some whiskey bourbon purists won't even consider it. Basil Hayden Dark Rye has a deep, rich amber color with ruby undertones, and it's a very unique rye offered that has a very distinctive flavor. It was awarded the Rye of the Year at the 2017 New York International Spirits Competition.
This is one of my favorites, man. I really like this one.
I totally agree. I mean, ever since the first time I tried this one with you, I was like, what is this and where can I get more?
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Absolutely.
So this is an 80 proof whiskey. The mash bill is undisclosed by the distillery, but we know it has to be at least 51% rye because that's what's required in order for it to be considered a rye whiskey. BreakingBourbon.com, one of my favorite websites for reviewing whiskey. I was surprised to see this, by the way. This is a popular comp to one from High West called Midwinter Night's Dram.
Really?
Yes. This is a rye whiskey with a port wine influence, while High West does it a little differently, and they finished their offering in port wine barrels. Basil Hayden cheats a little bit and just simply, like you mentioned, just adds the port wine directly into
They just
the blend.
bring it.
Yes. MSRP on this one is $40.
Yes.
What we're going to do is, if you're new to this channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and please feel free to sample along with us.
Yes.
What we do on this one is we go ahead and give it a sniff. We do on the nose, on the palate, on the finish. We read what the distiller provides on their tasting notes, and we kind of give our feedback on it, and then we also try it on ice to see if we capture anything differently. With that said, on the nose here, what we're going to be getting is some oaky notes with berries and molasses. Let's see here. Let's go in.
I definitely smell that molasses. It's got a sweet, very first smell.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the berries. Is probably just the grapes from the wine kind of cheating in there a little bit.
Yeah, and you can definitely feel it cheating in. It's like almost like an after smell.
Yeah, and oaky notes obviously because it's in a virgin white oak barrel typically, so that's going to be there. But I'm the berries, molasses. I think it's a pretty spot on, man. I'm not catching anything different, but
pretty much right on what it smells like.
All right. Well, so going in on the palate here, we should see a complex blend of caramel, dry fruits, oak, and back notes of spice with a nice rounded mouthfeel.
Rounded mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice choice of words there, Basil Hayden. But yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in there and see what we taste. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you guys. My first taste is always caramel in this one.
Yeah.
Because it is very sweet. That initial taste is very sweet. I do get some dried fruit in there. Obviously, the wine, you can definitely taste it's there.
Yes. I think that's definitely the wine influence that you're tasting that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that nice rounded spice. I think it's kind of the way they worded it's a little sus, but the back notes of the spice, really, I can sense that pretty well. It's good. I like the caramel is definitely right up front. I think you're spot on that one, man.
Yeah.
The finish is now a lingering dried fruit with hints of sweetness and rye spice.
It finishes with that berry, and then you kind of get that spice as it goes. You know what I mean? Like as those lingering tastes are that spice and sweet kind of, like it says, dried fruit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go in for a second swirl there. I will say that dried fruit is a little bit more pronounced in the second taste.
That second pull, it's a little more dried fruit. It leans more towards the dried fruit than does the caramel like that first pull does.
Yeah. The sweetness kind of dumbs down a little bit and allows the rest of it to open up. I don't know if you noticed this, but looking over on the nose, on the palate, on the finish, they're all three exactly the same thing. Just different words.
It's funny because it's supposed to smell, taste, and finish the exact same, and it's very accurate. Which is crazy.
Accurate. It is accurate. So honestly, Basil Hayden, on this one, you're going to get a tip of the cap for me.
Yes,
for being the first ones to do basically a breakdown of your whiskey, where it's not just a whole bunch of marketing terms. You're actually just saying what it smells like, what it tastes like, and what the finish is. If you watch
very accurate representation, and we appreciate that.
We do appreciate that. If you watch our previous episodes, you'll know that there's usually some fancy words in there like floral notes of essence of, and just there's just none of that. This is all just the smell, the way it tastes, and
it looks very marketed on the other one. Some of the other ones look like a marketing person got a hold of all that. Like they put that right into AM. They're like, write me a fancy name for all of these flavors.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really like this one. I like this one neat. This one's very drinkable. Where is this at on your drinkability scale?
Oh, drinkability scale out of 5. This is definitely like a 4.9675.
Okay, write that down. It'll be test on that later.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and put this one down and give our thoughts on what it tastes like over on ice. We generally like to drop a cube on that. And this has been sitting here for about what, 5 minutes now?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you guys. Ooh, that opens up a lot of the dried fruit. That first taste is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all dried fruit. It's very. You can definitely taste that port wine on that first take.
Yeah. What I really like about this on ice versus neat is that it really calms down the sweetness.
Yeah. Yes.
It's kind of almost too much sweetness to drink neat, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's actually very true. And that's actually a perfect representation of what it is too, because drinking it neat, it is very sweet. That first pull, you do get more of the whiskey, and it dumbs down a lot of that sweetness where it's way more drinkable over ice.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. I actually think it's one of the first ones that we've had, at least out of the Basil Hayden groups, that I've actually liked, that I preferred on ice over neat. Like the Malted Rye that we had the other last episode was, for me, much better neat than it was on ice, because when it was on ice, it was almost completely washed out. All the flavor.
It dumbs down almost too much, where you're not getting any of that flavor that makes it a truly great drink to just sip.
Yeah, great introductory whiskey. If you check that video out, we'll link it in here somewhere.
Yeah,
a really good summer whiskey too. I think that will be.
Absolutely.
But sorry, what were you saying about this one?
Oh, I was just saying, like, you're absolutely right though. Like it makes it much more drinkable because it's not so sweet. When you can just. It just makes it, the drinkability factor goes up.
It goes up. I have a 4.97625.
Yeah.
Okay. Goes up from there. He'll let you know in the comments down below what it goes up to on that one.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you folks. Let us know in the comments down below what you think in regards to this offering, this sample of whiskey. Have you tried Basil Hayden Dark Rye? What are your thoughts on it? Are you in agreement with us that pretty much the distiller pretty much hits the points? So way to go, Beam. Good job. We want to hear from you. Let us know what you think on this one in the comments down below. Are you one of those purists who think because they added wine to it, it's automatic no-go, or are you not a pretentious snob and you enjoy whiskey for what it is?
Yeah, great drink. Make sure you guys taste it. Let us know what you think. We want to hear from you.
With all that said, my name is Darren, that is AJ, and this has been an episode of the DNA Whiskey Review.
Till next time.
Cheers.